let's completely mess up your life post-herpes diagnosis. Everyone's always got a 5-year plan. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Let's come up with a 5-year self-sabotage plan, where if you stick to everything I outlined in this video, your life can be even worse than it already probably is. And I mean this with love, because the point of this video is to not be condescending and not make things worse. It's to maybe identify that the life you're currently living, or the life that seems comfortable or normal, is never going to get you where you ideally want to be. So the first thing you want to completely avoid is the link in the description, because that's going to walk you through how you can get over this once and for all. So avoid that entirely. So let's come up with a 3-step process that really keeps you stuck for the long term. I think the first thing would be, whether you're newly diagnosed or diagnosed for 5 years already, completely avoid getting educated. So don't ever seek out reliable information. Okay, so don't go and find good sources on transmission, on prevalency, on how the virus works, on managing symptoms. You want to make sure that you stay as in the dark as possible, not only for your own confidence or development of lack of confidence, but also so you never are able to educate partners. You're never able to answer their questions if you even consider getting back into the dating field, which with our 5-year plan is never going to be a goal. Our goal is to actually get worse as the years go on. So you want to avoid factual information. Now, you also don't ever want to question the stigma. So the best case scenario is go on Reddit, go on Herpes Reddit, and I want you to maybe browse by pain points, maybe type in rejection, or maybe type in doom and gloom. I don't know. I want you to spend all of your time on Herpes Reddit reading through negative things. Now, the good news though, if you spend enough time on there, when you do encounter a success story or a positive post, you're going to completely disregard it. That's the best part, is that your brain is already so in tune to the negativity that you can't even acknowledge that there's people out there living their best life or having successful disclosures. So your brain's going to think, no, this must be a spam bot. This must be a fake thing. Oh, I don't even want to look at this. I'm only going to reinforce things I already believe, which I believe is confirmation bias. I don't know. It's just a bunch of fancy words. So once we have that, we remain in the dark about transmission, prevalency. Let's buy into the stigma. Just go all in, all your chips. Take whatever it's going to give you. Dirty, ashamed, immoral, slept around. This is a label for life. You know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I'm a walking herpes joke. I'm a walking infection. I have an STD. I made a mistake. This is a punishment. That's a big thing. This is a punishment is one thing I hear a lot, when in reality, herpes could just be a neutral thing or a positive. But no. No neutral, no positives, just negativity. So let's buy into the stigma. Let's every day wake up and reinforce all the things that external perspectives say, TV and movies says. Let's take that as our new identity. And let's carry that year by year by year and make it a little bit more aggressive as the years go on. Really just sort of like, imagine an infection that you never treat. And actually it just gets worse and worse and worse. And you look at it and you're like, can't get any worse. But it does. So enough doom and gloom about education, because this is going to feed into step 2, which is never ever questioning any of your beliefs. So all the thoughts that are keeping you stuck right now. I'm unworthy of love. I can't date. I have nothing else to offer. Everyone's going to judge me. I want you to reinforce those. Do not ever reframe them. So whatever you say right now, whatever negativity, whatever self-limiting beliefs, whatever defeatist attitudes you have, you need to stick with those long term, because they're only going to compound and become more and more and more of your real identity. So this version of you that you ideally would have liked to have been, no. He's going to get farther, she's going to get farther and farther away until it just sort of like isn't even a consideration anymore. Make sure you wake up every single day and reinforce those bad thoughts, reinforce the bad beliefs about yourself. Because once you've gotten to a point where you lack any knowledge about herpes, you are so ingrained in the herpes stigma and you hate yourself essentially, then you have two choices actually, sort of a choose your own adventure here. You can go and date, completely mess up dating because the first two steps weren't done, or completely avoid dating altogether. Because at the end of the day, if you reject yourself first, no one has to reject you. So it is a kind of a fun thing to do. It's like, maybe I should go and date. Let me trauma dump, overshare, beg for acceptance. If they're even okay with it, ask questions. I'm going to give them no information because I haven't even done research myself. And it's really just going to backfire. And they're going to run away. And that's going to further reinforce that I cannot date. Or never date. Reject yourself from the get-go. Basically just self-sabotage and guarantee that the result that you don't want comes true. Because there is some control in that. There's some enjoyment that comes from controlling the outcome. So don't ever get educated, okay? Oh, one bonus tip. Bonus tip. This is a 5-year plan. I want you to completely give up. If anything, try to spiral into a worse version of yourself than you were pre-diagnosis. So don't just be yourself with herpes now. I want you to stop going to the gym or never consider going to the gym. Don't even care about your appearance. Why get a haircut? Why go out? If you don't use it, you lose it when it comes to social skills too. So withdraw from your friends. Stop doing all your hobbies. Spend all your time inside. Keep this a secret for the rest of your life. This all should have been done at the first step, but I'm only remembering it now, more of a lifestyle thing. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Your 5-year plan is set in motion. Now, on a serious note, if that sounds like the life that you've been living, whether that's for 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 5 years, for some people, I feel very sad, 10 years, and you no longer want this to be your life, and you're open to change, and you're open to betting on yourself and telling yourself that with the right path, with the right structure, with the right program, with the right help, I can do this. I can even get 1% better than I am right now, because where I am right now is not working. Then I made a video that walks you through those 3 steps, but in the positive side. How to actually get educated on the right facts about herpes, whether that's for your own confidence or educating partners. How to build back your confidence and build a self that is actually going to thrive instead of just be derailed. And then frame disclosure in a way that sounds effortless and allows you to never consider, how do I tell them? When do I tell them? I'll leave a video down below in the description box. Check it out. I'll see you guys in the next video.